What's up, Coast Rangers? This is Wes here with your guys' January podcast. This one's getting out to you a little bit later than normal, but things have been busy at the gym, which is always good for you guys and great for us. So, quick little idea of what we got going on in January. So, coming up, today is actually the 7th, so it's Thursday. Next week, we've got our Palooza girls heading out to Miami to compete. This is huge. Palooza is probably one of the biggest fitness festivals that there is outside of the CrossFit Games, and in my humble opinion, being the Team Elite Men's Division champions from last year, I think that this is probably the best fitness competition that there is outside of the games. As far as the level of athletes that you have there, the venue itself is amazing and beautiful. The different types of athletes that you have. So they have an elite division, they have an RX division, they have a scaled division. They have what my favorite division is, which is the adaptive athlete division. If you want to get motivated and fired up, watch those guys work out for about 10 seconds. It's pretty awesome to see. So we've got Brittany, Katrina, and Coach Alex heading out there. I believe they're leaving on Wednesday. They compete Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so please make sure you guys send them some love. And if you guys have the ability to as well, I think they have a GoFundMe page, and any little dollar helps them get out there. They've had to pay for plane tickets, hotel, and food and travel and all that sort of stuff. So thank you guys so much for everything that you've already done, helping them get that money. I looked at their GoFundMe page the other day, and I think they're at like $1,900, which is amazing. That's just awesome stuff the Coast Range community does for each other. So thanks guys for that. So if you see those guys out there too, or see them at the gym, make sure you give them a congratulations. Even making it to Palooza is a huge thing. It's a worldwide competition. People come from all over the world to make it there. So they're definitely setting themselves up for success going into the Open, and fired up to hopefully get a regionals team this year for Coast Range CrossFit too as well. I know that'd be pretty cool to get a bunch of people to go down there and watch them compete as a team. So that's happening next week, you guys. The weekend right after that, January 23rd, we've got our annual holiday party. Pretty freaking pumped on this, you guys. Every year it gets better. First year we had it at Westside Grill. It was awesome. I remember thinking like, oh my God, there's so many people here. I can't believe this. This is crazy. Last year we had it at the Hecker Pass Winery, which we're going to be having it again there this year. And I think we had double the amount of people there as we did in the first year. So much fun. We got our pop-up tent from you guys. Thank you guys again so much. I know that thing has gone through the ringer since last year with everybody doing their competitions and taking it out to events and stuff. So that was a huge present that you guys gave to us from last year's holiday party. We really appreciate that, and can't tell you guys how much that means to us. There was tons of dancing, tons of food, everything. We've upped it this year. We're actually going to have a little bit, I think, less like dinner style food and more like heavy appetizers. So that we can give you guys more drinks. So this year you guys get 2 drink tickets. We're going to do our best to maybe pregame somewhere or something like that too as well before we go. And then if everything ends up according to plan, Richie will be buying us all shots again at the Colada afterwards. So that one's on you, Richie. Hopefully, I know I just got his actual RSVP today in the email from him and Roxy. So they're definitely coming if you guys want to have a good time. We got Kylie on the dance floor. That's always a good time. And then we've got Richie buying everybody shots at Claudia afterwards. Sorry, bro, calling you out, but it's going to be good. So holiday party, guys, January 23rd, Palooza next weekend. And then really fast, I just kind of want to go over an overview of what we're doing leading up to the most important real event that CrossFit has every single year and that you guys get to compete in, and that's the Worldwide Open, CrossFit Games, the Worldwide Open. So that is taking place February 25th. I'm looking at my calendar right now, you guys. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. And then on that 7th week, the Open begins. 16.1 will take place at Coast Range CrossFit, like we always do every year, Thursday night for the 6 p.m. class on the 25th. and then we'll redo the workouts again that Saturday as well. So the plan is to do the exact same things we did last year. Everybody gets together right before the 6 p.m. class at 5 when they release the workout. We'll watch the workout on the TV, watch the studs hit it, and then 6 p.m. class gets their first chance to go at it. I know that we're making all of our athletes that want to compete on the team do it this year that night too as well, and it's always a really fun time. It's kind of like you don't have the opportunity to think about it too much or get hyped up about it too much. You just get to, oh, there's the workout. Okay, cool. Watch them do it, get some ideas, and then go hit it and have a good time and be done with it if you want. Or do exactly what I do every single year, which is the second you finish, you're laying on the ground rolling around going, oh my God, that was so horrible. There's no way in hell I'm ever doing that again. And then about 15 minutes later, you're kind of walking around feeling better, and you're like, oh, well, maybe I could have made up a couple reps here or there. And then by the time you're ready to go to bed that night, you're like, yeah, I think I could probably definitely do better if I do this here or there. And then next thing you know, you're back in there on Saturday redoing it with the class again. So that'll be an option for you guys to redo on Saturday again. But what we're going to be doing starting next week, every Thursday leading up to the Open, so the 14th, 21st, 28th, February 4th, and the 11th, we're going to be redoing all of the 2015 Open workouts. So if you competed in the Open last year, this is going to be your opportunity to kind of see, like, okay, how did the last year pan out for you? Did you do everything you possibly could to get fitter? And if not, it might be a little bit of a wake-up call, like, okay, crap, I need to get my stuff together and at least over these next 5 weeks or so, dial this stuff in. So every Thursday, starting on the 14th, next week, we're going to be retesting all of the 2015 CrossFit Game Open workouts for you guys, so you have something to look forward to there. I also wanted to really fast, I'm trying to make this podcast short for you guys too, because I know I want to make it effective for you guys to listen to this quickly, maybe on your way to work or whatever. So trying to jam through this stuff for you. A lot of information in a quick amount of time. But I want to give you a quick overview of what this last mesocycle looks like going into the Open. So which we are starting next week. So technically this week is kind of a little bit of a deload week / we're trying to get the body to kind of get used to heavier weights again a little bit. So we threw in a little bit of heavy lifting this week as well, just to kind of get the body used to it. But starting next week, we start our last mesocycle heading into the Open. So that's going to be a 5-week cycle that is going to involve some more heavy lifting before some workouts, maybe even after some workouts, because we want to make sure you guys are prepared for something like last year's Open workout where you had to do the 1-rep max clean and jerk right after the workout was over. So we'll be sprinkling in some of that stuff there as well. And it's going to be mainly Open prep. So it's going to be, obviously, like I said, repeating those Open workouts for you guys so you guys have something to gauge yourselves off of. It's going to be hitting the movements that we know we're probably going to see in the Open. Muscle ups are going to be coming up. We know that's happening. I've already talked to a couple people in the gym and given them some things to do to start working on those. If you guys, like, muscle ups are right there for you and you really want to get them, please come see me and let's hook you up with some stuff to do to get you those muscle ups before the Open starts. We're going to be doing a lot of wall balls, obviously lighter and heavier thrusters. We know we'll see those in there, and double unders. Again, if you guys, if this, like, you hear those muscle ups, wall balls, thrusters, double unders, and you cringe like I do, start doing some stuff now to help make these things suck a little bit less. What I mean by that is, like, for example, for the double unders, if double unders are the bane of your existence, one thing that you can do that would really help you out a ton would be just 3 days a week, whatever days you choose, take 5 minutes, put a jump rope in your hand, and start practicing. My favorite thing to get people to do is have them do singles until they start to feel good, and then attempt one double under. No more than 10 singles before they attempt the double under. If they get the double under, cool, awesome, high five. Do it again, and do it for that entire training session of about 5 minutes or so, where you're just doing about 10 singles and one double under and then stopping. And that's success. So you make a small goal for yourself there. The next day, if you're able to do that, then you're going to increase it to doing only 5 singles and one double under. If you could do that, great. The next day, you're going to increase it to doing 3 singles and one double under. And that's your first week, and then it's done. After that, the next week, what you're going to be doing is you're going to go back to 10 singles, 1 double under. Then you're going to repeat 10 singles and 1 double under and stop. So now you've got 2 double unders under your belt. The whole idea of you guys doing the singles in between your guys' double unders is to get your body back under control. Because what ends up happening when you're first learning double unders is you usually end up kind of you're freaking out, going as hard as you possibly can to get that double under, and then you try to go for another one, and it never ends up working out. And double unders are meant to be a very relaxed, easy skill movement that should not get you taxed. And so what you're teaching your body to do by doing those singles is you do about 10 singles, your body is relaxed, it's not a big deal, everything's fine. You go for that double, your body gets hyped up, your heart rate goes high, and you want to start losing the mechanics that you need to maintain that double under. But instead of allowing your body to go down that path that we don't want it to go, instead you go right back to those nice, easy, methodical singles. Get your body back under control for about 10 reps. You start to feel good again. You're able to analyze in your head what you did to make that double under within that time, and then boom, you hit another double under, and then stop the progress there. And so that's you guys teaching your body how to get back under control after being a little bit out of control. And then we just do that again for the 10 singles and 1 double under, 10 singles, 1 double under. You do that for that week, and then the next week we go to 5 singles, double under, 5 singles, double under. And then the following week we go to 3 singles, double under, 3 singles, double unders. Now, if you can get that down and be at that point where you're able to do 3 singles, a double under, 3 singles, a double under, 3 singles, a double under, and that comes up in the open where there's double unders, you're going to get a pretty damn good score if you could keep that going. I know you're like, well, no, I want to get double under back to back to back to back. But believe me, if you don't have double unders now and you're able to get yourself to that point before the open, you're going to do light years ahead of what you probably would have done if you would have just sat there and attempted double under after double under after double under. So yeah, that's my advice to you guys for the double unders. If you want some advice on some other things like burpees, for example, come hit me up. Muscle ups, come hit me up. That's what you guys pay us for, and that's why we're here. We want to make you guys better and make the open a very positive thing for you guys, not something that you guys hate every single year when it comes around. So that's what we're going to be doing, is hitting a lot of muscle ups, wall balls, thrusters, double unders, those types of things within our workouts that we know we're going to be seeing in the open. And then we're also going to be putting together some things that we haven't seen in the open yet that I personally think might show up. So, for example, bar muscle ups are something that we haven't seen in the open, and I think could show up this year. Box jump overs are something that we haven't seen in the open. We've been doing those plenty, but I believe that there's definitely a skill to those, something that you guys could master. And then this is kind of like my crazy out-of-the-box thinking that I don't necessarily know if it'll happen, but if it did happen, like I'm the genius, is that we might be able to see rope climbs in the open this year. We haven't seen them. It's a pretty easy movement to judge. The only thing that would be hard is the videoing of it, because you'd have to actually show that it's 15 feet high and how do you measure that and all that sort of stuff. But from a judging standpoint, a rope climb, you start on the ground, you touch the top, and you come back down. You either get the rep or you don't, right? So I know at Coast Range CrossFit, ever since we've opened, we've had ropes in the gym, and people have been climbing like crazy. So I know you guys probably feel pretty good about that, but I'm thinking that we might start adding those into some of the workouts leading up to the open to give you guys a little bit more confidence on those too as well. So we have a couple other things up our sleeves that I think we might see this year too as well, but you'll see them show up at the workouts. So I'm sure when they show up, you'll be like, okay, this is probably something he's thinking. And no, med ball cleans are not it. I don't know if you guys saw that post that CrossFit put up, but it was funny. I made a video of myself doing our workout, the 5 rounds of 25 med ball cleans and 20 pull-ups, and posted on my Instagram. Well, CrossFit reposted it on their Instagram, and it was just started out with comments about how kipping pull-ups are stupid and people shouldn't do it, but a lot of comments were like, "Oh, is this a guest for the open? Are they going to have med ball cleans in the open?" I don't think they'll have med ball cleans in the open, but I thought that was pretty funny, something to share with you guys. So, yeah, guys, we're going to keep it short and sweet. That's going to be it for it. We're only 15 minutes into this thing, which is awesome. Hopefully, it'll get more of you Coast Rangers to listen to this thing, but we've got really quick recap. Next weekend, Palooza, our girls are heading out there. They've got a team competing against the best teams in the entire world of CrossFit. This is, in my opinion, the second best event that there is outside of the CrossFit Games that these girls made it to. So it was a huge